Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where it's time for another last week in Warhammer. So we're going to be looking at stories from WarCom between Monday the 10th of Feb and Friday the 14th of Feb. So I've done a couple of videos on the important stuff. There was a beautiful Angron model reveal, Heresy, and we've also taken a separate look at the Middle-earth strategy battle game errata and designer's commentary. Not too many changes there, but there was a new reveal there as well. So this one is going to be a more selective look. I am going to ignore the old world stuff because having had a quick look at it, it's just interviews and I just haven't got the voice to run through those. So do check them out. You'll be able to find everything from WarCom through one of the links in the description, but I am going to be slightly picky this week just to save my voice. But as always, we're going to start with the Rumour Engine. So this is the Rumour Engine for the 11th of February. What could it be? It's, what? No idea. It's obviously a horse, isn't it? Now, the question is, and they do talk about ogres, they talk about specifically Age of Sigmar ogres. So it's probably going to be something Age of Sigmar-y, maybe Cities of Sigmar again. That would actually tie in with one that we saw a couple of weeks ago, wouldn't it? That one, actually, the book. But you know what I hope it is? I hope it's a refresh of the Riders of Rohan for Middle-earth strategy battle game. I touched on that in my look at the errata, and I just want new riders. They did such an amazing job with the Warriors of Rohan. I would love, and the heroes, the new heroes that are mounted as well. Beautiful. And I would love new Riders of Rohan, along with a load of other new Lord of the Rings and refreshed Lord of the Rings miniatures, but they're pointing to AOS. It's probably going to be something AOS. Cities of Sigmar is the obvious guess. It could also be Lumineth, actually, because they have weird horse things, don't they? So it could be that. But I want Riders of Rohan, god damn it. That's what I'm going to hope that this is. Let me know what you think in the comments. And jumping from one fantasy game to a complete other, although it is set technically in the same world as AOS because the old world became AOS, didn't it? I don't know how it all links in, but we got some new old world models. Yeah, they're toads, frogs, arcane frogs, toads, whatever. They're gross. They're gross. What more do you want? So this is arcane frogs that you can turn people into frogs with spells. Am I getting that correct? So the Scroll of Transmogrification, so for just 50 points, it's a single use, and the bearer may use this scroll instead of making a wizardly dispel attempt. The spell is cast as normal. Once the spell has been resolved, the casting player must roll equal to or lower than the casting wizard's level of wizardry on a single d6. Should they fail, the wizard turns into a frog. So you can just turn a wizard into a frog. That's a really cool rule. I like that rule, and I know the old world is full of those kind of rules. 50 points sounds a little expensive, potentially, but we're getting a pack of 2 gross arcane frogs. They are Forge World resin and will apparently be available shortly. They might be onto something. Miniature of the Year alert. People like to vote for these weird little animal creature-y things as Miniature of the Year, don't they? Who knows? Maybe they will be. For me, I don't want them anywhere near me. Let me know what you think in the comments. So this one is actually really cool. We're now hopping over to 40k with 4 very special limited edition codexes. And when they say special, they really do live up to it. You can see the picture there. This is the Emperor's Children preview. I'm not going to go through the full article. I'm going to touch on the really cool stuff and what comes inside. So, first up, important point, Emperor's Children and their Primarch are now represented in 40k. We knew this, and they are imminent in their arrival. So could they be going up for pre-order some point in February? I mean, they've got to be, right? We've had the Eldari, we've had Guard Wave 2, we had some old world, it was High Elves last week. Could this weekend or next weekend be Emperor's Children? God, that's going to get expensive, isn't it? And all of the Emperor's Children stuff looks amazing. I have to say, they've caught my eye. But this is really cool. I don't think I'll be getting one because these will be flying out. These will be a scalper's dream. But we're getting 4 special edition codexes for each of the Chaos deities to go alongside the standard and collector's edition. So these are going to be pricey. Let's 100 quid ballpark. They're going to be double what the collectors are. In fact, I think the collectors are about 60 quid now, aren't they? So you're probably looking at 120 quid. But look at it. This is... wow. Just wow. Amazing presentation. Really cool images on the front. And it's probably cool because it's Emperor's Children and it's all new. But wow. I mean, look at what you get. Beautiful front cover there. Weird little message from Fulgrim as well on the back, because, you know, he's into all kinds of weird stuff. But it says it's full of unique art and additional dark gifts. So the dark gifts are see, I'm not sure on that bit. It's a magnetized quarter of a Chaos signet. Obviously, it's the Slaneshi quarter. But you also get 6 metal objective markers, which is a really nice inclusion for codexes. I like that. 5 art cards, which is that little book down there, I think, featuring some gruesome art that delves into the very stuff of Chaos. We can have a quick look at those. So it's characters and elements from whichever Chaos deity it is. You get your data cards, and that also comes with stratagems, which is really cool. Love this inclusion. So datasheet cards and a set of stratagem cards to aid you on your dark path, and a hardback folder to keep it all safe, which is all of this. Really, really cool. Comes with a quarter of a Chaos medallion. This is gonna just be it's not just a scalper's dream, it's a scalper's wet dream. They're gonna be absolutely lapping it up. Yeah, just insane. Absolutely insane. So, bring the icons together for the grand symbol of Chaos Undivided. You must keep an eye, or 8, out for each limited edition codex as they are released. So each one is going to look fairly similar, just with certain themes for their relevant deity. What a cool idea. It's going to be expensive, certainly if you want all 4, but even just getting one of them, it's going to be expensive, and you're going to have to fight off a hell of a lot of people, because they're probably going to be very limited in number. But what an incredible little package, especially for Emperor's Children, where this is a brand new army, this is their first codex. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, I'm really interested to know what you guys think of this stuff, and how much do you think it's going to cost? And next up, we have a brand new Black Library book being teased. This is about Mad Dok Grotsnink. This is coming from Denny Flowers. No idea who Mad Dok Grotsnink is. A pain boy of legendary repute, and I still haven't heard of him, so that's a big hole in my knowledge. Is that the model? Or the model looks a bit derpy now, doesn't it? Maybe he'll get a new model? Yeah, new book, Grotsnink Da Mad Dok by Denny Flowers, will be released later this year. First, it's going to be in a fancy special edition with gorgeous artwork and green foil details. The book itself, or this edition of the book, will contain an afterword by Denny and has a fetching green cover with foil page edges and a black ribbon bookmark. We mustn't forget the bookmark. So, as expected, it's going to release as a special edition first, and then the other editions will come out after, but copies will be limited and signed by the author for the initial release of the special edition, and then regular editions will be out sooner, and paperback and audio book and all that stuff will follow it in due course. That's a really cool piece of art though. I don't know if that is the cover of the book, but that should be the cover of the book, because that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, no, not sold on the model though. But new Black Library stuff. Now you're looking forward to a new Orc Black Library novel. Let me know in the comments. And finally this week we have our new feature of Warhammer Plus. They say TV, I'm going to stick with Plus. It's in my brain as Plus. But what's dropped this week on Warhammer Plus? And we're talking mostly about the new edition of Kill Team and how it was designed. With, what's the guy called? Is it Elliot? Yeah, studio designer Elliot, as they talk about creating 4th edition Kill Team. I am going to watch this at some point this weekend, hopefully when I sit down and get some painting done, because I'm a little bit behind on what I wanted to be painting, but that's a whole other story. So that's the big one really for me, is How We Roll, talking about the new edition of Kill Team. We also have Scrap Demon, which I just love these. It's just 4 of the studio team just creating weird stuff. We've had Orc vehicle, it was Orc vehicles. And then there was some sort of mechanical monstrosity or something, I think. I don't think I've seen the second episode. But this one is something for the Dark Pantheon. So very chaos focused. Oh, it was Necromancers and then Mech Boys. Yeah, it was some necromonstrosity thing. Yes, of course it was. So they're creating their own chaos monstrosities. It's a fun 40-45 minute show. Think, like, in my head, it's like Bake Off, but with Warhammer. That's kind of how I figure it out. Yeah, I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to watching that as well. In Lawmasters, we touched on, it's talking more about the Nephilim anomaly and the Necrons. I'll probably skip that one, to be honest. I mean, Lawmasters, it has to be something I'm interested in for me to watch it. Will be Sunday preview. We'll see what's coming next week on Warhammer Plus. But I am struggling with my voice at the minute, which is really annoying. I thought I was past this, and then I did a long recording session, and I'm now struggling to talk and breathe at the same time again. So we're navigating. We'll see. Hopefully the content isn't going to be as quiet as it has been last few weeks. I know that I haven't been as productive, which annoys me. Obviously the channel stats dropping. The thing that annoys me is me not being able to do the stuff. I'd rather just be throwing it out there, obviously at a decent standard. But I'd rather be getting videos and throwing them out there and keeping you guys entertained. But health has to come first. And if I lose my voice, I'm going to be out for even longer. So that's where we are at the minute. We will definitely be back with Sunday. We'll see what next week brings. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more stable with releases. And hopefully this weekend I can sit down and get some painting done, because it's much needed. And I am getting very close to battle reports. I'm almost there, I think, to start something and figuring out and getting some proper recording done. We'll see. Hopefully it's going to be a productive week next week. But keep an eye on the channel if that's something that you're interested in. As always, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you think of everything that we've covered. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next last week in Warhammer.